Hello everyone. In this video I would like to share my list of the best Google Search Console alternatives. But before I'm starting, let's ask the question, why do you need a Google Search Console alternative if the Search Console by default is free and this is the most reliable source of your search performance data? So, in my opinion, there are a few cases that why you may need that, and depends on your use case, you may need different alternative. So I see that three paths. Why do you need that? The first one, you need a better tool for visualization your search performance data that is stored in Search Console. The second one, you want to analyze competitors' search performance data with such granularity as Search Consoles gives you for your own website. The third scenario, you need a similar to Search Console tool but for another search engine. And the fourth, you need a better tool for technical SEO and content audits to check issues with page indexing, robots.txt files, sitemaps, mobile friendliness, rich results, localization, etc. So let's start with the first one, better visualization. And I believe that Looker Studio is one of the best tools to which you use for working with Search Console data, because by default Search Console has too many limitations. You need to spend more time in the native interface of Search Console to get answers to many of your questions, and Looker Studio help to beat these limitations. That's why I built my own advanced Looker Studio template that gives you different options to work with Search Console data. We have many useful filters. Often you don't need to use regular expressions. It's easier to work with that. Then you have customer metrics here, like ranked keywords, ranked pages, last clicks. You don't have these metrics in Search Console native interface, and this is the big opportunity in Looker Studio, that you can build different new custom metrics based on the Search Console data. Then you has the option to monitor keyword rankings in the way that which you can't use in Search Console. For example, you can build a chart where you will see the average position for your top keywords, and by default in Search Console you can see the average position only for one keyword. Here you can use the chart like a free rank tracker, and so on and so on. So Looker Studio template is the first Google Search Console alternative I recommend you to use. The second one is the Chrome extension called Search Analytics, and it helps you to quickly import. Let's show you the example. Quickly import the data. I need update. Quickly import the data from Search Console to Google Sheets, and in a much professional way. You can also add filters. You can extract more keywords than by default, because by default in the native interface you see only 1000 keywords, and here you can get more. Let's for example do it. For example, I want to group my keywords by query, then landing page. And I can do that in the Search Console interface. I can't create a table with the query and landing page there. I also can add different filters here, but now I don't need that. And I can choose how many rows I need. So by default in Search Console you have only 1000. Here you can use 25,000. Okay, and let's create a new sheet. So this is the second tool. I won't wait the exporting because 25,000 is too big. export. So let's go to the third solution. Yeah, there's oh, it's already ready. Okay, you see. Yeah, then you can work with this data as you want. You can export it. You can also add custom formulas to like create some custom metrics. You can group this, like creating a pivot table, and divide your, like, group all of your keywords by landing pages and etc. So like, you have more opportunities here than in default Search Console native interface. The third alternative is the Sitechecker. And why this? So this solution works better for you if you work with multiple websites. This because Search Console by default isn't designed for companies that work with multiple websites, like because you have the dashboard for one property, one page, yeah, but you don't have one simple dashboard to see the key metrics for all websites on one screen, yeah. And Sitechecker helps you to solve this problem. So you can add multiple properties here, and you can quickly research what's going on with each project without switching the pages, without reloading the dashboard. Everything on one page. And here you also can check some of the things, like also key metrics for each project. Then rankings, which you also can get in Search Console, yeah, like how many keywords in top 1, top 3, top 10 for every project. What has changed after the Google updates? Maybe you made some content updates and you added at custom nodes. All of that you can check here. And also, like, the big feature is that in table view you can sort all of your projects by the traffic, by clicks, by impressions, and also by changes in clicks and impressions, yeah, by delta. So you can quickly find the winners and losers, like for the last 30 days. You can do that in Search Console by default, and that's why, like, the Sitechecker is one of the best alternatives too. Then if you need the free solution, free alternatives to Search Console, you can try the Bing Webmaster tools, yeah. And yeah, these don't show you the this tool doesn't show you the information about your performance in Google. They show only your search performance in Bing, but it has sometimes more advanced feature, like in site auditing. For example, you can find that here that there are some insights about what's wrong with your title tags, with your H1s, and so on. Sometimes, like, also you can find here, you see, yeah, like, it's dividing your website into the subfolders, and you can quickly check the issues in subfolders, and so on. You also has an index now option here, and so on and so on. So I believe that you need to use both Search Console and Bing Webmaster tools, especially after the last move of the Bing when they acquired OpenAI, and trying to get more from ChatGPT, yeah. And it looks like that Bing can expand its own market share, and it means that you can step by step you can get more and more traffic from Bing. So this is the fourth alternative, yeah. And the last three alternatives is usually for the use case when you need the data about search performance of your competitors, and usually you can get it in Search Console Bing because you need to verify website, yeah. You need use only clickstream data for this purpose, and there are three tools that gives you data about that. The first one is Similarweb. I usually use the free extension. So let's, for example, I visit the website, then I click on the Similarweb, and yeah, I see the old traffic, But then I also can check the top keywords that generate traffic to this website, and I also can see the share of different traffic channels. Yeah, so this is like the simple free solution to check any competitor for their search performance. Yeah, if you go to the Similarweb native interface, the app, and even if you have the paid version, you get much more insights. But even for the like simple quick audit, it's good enough. The second one, clickstream tool, is the Semrush. Here it's a paid solution, yeah, and you can enter the website and check the rankings, check the top keywords, top landing pages, and so on and so on. It also like has its own technology to calculate and collect the data about each website on the web. And the third one is the Ahrefs. It's like the logic very similar to the Semrush. In addition to the like data about the top keywords, top rankings, and top landing pages, you get great insights about the backlinks, yeah, which refer traffic and which link to the this website. So, and it is something that usually hard to find even in Search Console and in Bing in a very convenient way. Yeah, sometimes in Search Console you have the data by links, but it's very basic. Yeah, you don't see in a handy way like the domain that refer and your target landing page is a very bad report. In fact, in Ahrefs and Semrush you can get more. So that's all. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments, and I will add the link to my template in the comments and to the text guide about best Google Search Console alternatives. Thank you.